Hey students, tonight we're going to talk about polynomials. So if we look right here, it says that mono means one and nomial means term. Okay? So also poly means many and nomial means term. So polynomial is going to be many terms, monomial is going to be one term. So let's look at the definitions. It says blank is a number, variable, or a product of number and variables. That is going to be a monomial. So a monomial is a number, variable, or a product of numbers and variables. Okay, these right here are all examples of monomials. If you notice, they're just one term. Okay, they're just multiplying one term. Over here, non-examples, right here, this is two terms because I have one addition sign, so it breaks up my terms. Right here, this is division. Again, we have two terms here. And again, we're dividing. You cannot divide polynomials. So we can't divide a variable. Okay? Next one, we have blank is a monomial that is a real number with no constant, with no variable. So that is going to be a constant. Okay, that's going to be a real number with no variables. Which of the monomial examples above are a constant? It'd be 10. 10 is my constant above. And then a polynomial is a monomial or a sum of monomials or terms. A binomial is going to be the sum of 2 by 2. And then the sum of 3 monomials or terms is going to be a trinomial. Okay, we're just reviewing what we did today in class. So if we look at this first example, we have 3x squared. That is going to be a monomial because we have one term. -9, that's going to be a constant or a monomial. And it's one term, and that term is a constant. Okay. 2x minus 7, that is going to be a binomial because I have one term right here, the 2x, and I have one right there, which is the 7. Remember, an addition sign and a subtraction sign break up a constant. Okay? So they break up a constant. Okay? The next one, 2x squared times y plus 2z to the third power, that is going to be a binomial as well. And then the next one, x squared plus 6x plus 5 is going to be trinomial because there's 3 terms. And the last one, 5x yz minus 3xy plus 2z is going to be because there's 3 terms as well there. Okay? Okay, now let's look at some examples. Remember talking about exponents. So we're going to do a couple of these examples together, and we're going to mainly just focus on number 4 and number 5. Number 4, remember, we're dividing here, so you're going to divide your whole numbers. So 9 divided by -3 is going to be -3. And then we have our a's. So remember that we put a 1 on our a. So that's going to be 3 minus 1, which is going to be a to the second power. Because remember, when division, you subtract. And then the last one is b to the 5th power divided by b to the 2nd power. So that will be b to the 3rd power. Sorry. So we have b to the 3rd power. Okay, because we're just dividing. And this is a monomial because there's only one term. There's no addition and subtraction in it. Now number 5 is going to be a little bit different. And number 5, first you're going to do the top and then you're going to do the bottom. So the bottom we have negative 8a squared b. So we're not going to mess with that. We're going to multiply the top. So I'm going to multiply the 4 and the 6. It's going to give me 24. Then I'm going to do b to the third times, I'm going to do a to the third times a. So remember, when you're multiplying, you add. So that will be a to the fourth. And then I have b to the negative 2 times b to the third. So again, I'm going to take negative 2 plus 3. And that's going to give me just b to the first power. Now let's look at the next one. Now we're going to divide. So then we have 24 divided by negative 8, which is going to give me negative 3. We have a to the fourth divided by a to the second, so we're going to subtract those. And that's going to give me a squared. And then we have b to the first, and then we're going to put a 1 here, and b to the first. So again, we're going to subtract those. So 1 minus 1 gives me 0, so that cancels it out. And so I'm just left with negative 3a squared. Okay, now we're going to look at combining like terms. So we're going to look at 2 of these. We're going to look at an addition and then a subtraction one. So with addition, remember, when you're combining polynomials, you have to combine like terms within the parentheses. So we're going to combine like terms within the parentheses. So right here, if we look at the first set of parentheses, are there any like terms? No, so we don't have to do anything. Right here, are there any like terms? No, so we don't have to do anything there. Then the next one says distribute if necessary. Well, we don't need to distribute anything. And then the next one is to combine the remaining like terms. So now I'm going to combine my like terms. So I have a y here. I have a y here. So 9y minus 3y gives me 6y. And then I have negative 7x plus 8x, which is going to give me plus 1x. And then I have 15a minus 8a, which is going to give me plus 7a. Okay, so what I did is I lined them up. So I did 9y minus 7x plus 15a. And I added that to negative 3y plus 8x minus 8a. So, and I just added it just like I would do if it was regular old, just numbers. So I did 9y minus 3y, gave me 6y. Then I did negative 7x plus 8x, which gave me plus 1x. And then I did 15 minus 8a, which gave me plus 7a. So that's where I got my answer. Okay, now the subtraction one. Okay, let's look at subtraction. So let's look at number 10. So number 10, I have 5ax squared plus 3ax. And then the bottom one, I have 2ax squared minus 8ax plus 4. Okay, and I'm subtracting this. Now, I cannot forget to go to the subtraction out here each time. So I'm going to go 5ax squared minus 2ax squared, which is going to give me 3ax squared. Okay, then I have 3ax minus a negative ax. So remember, these two negatives are going to make this a positive, and so I'm going to add. And so then that's going to give me 11ax. And then I have nothing up here. I have nothing up here to combine with the 4, so I just bring down the, I just bring down the negative 4. Because it's 0 minus 4, which is going to give me minus 4. And that would be my answer. Okay. And our last problems, we take them to word problems. So the first one says, Find the area of a triangle shown below. Well, remember, an area of a triangle is b times height, base times height, divided by 2. So I'm going to take my base, which is 12 m to the 4th in 5, and I'm going to multiply that by 7 m into the 3rd. Divide that by 2. So I'm going to multiply the top first. So 12 times 7, which is going to give me So 12 times 7, which gives me 84. And then again, remember, you're going to add a 1 here. You're going to add your exponents. M to the 5th, N to the, N to the 8th. Divided by 2. Now you have to divide out your whole numbers. So 84 divided by 2 is going to give you 42. M to the 5th, N to the 8th. And that would be my final answer. Okay, try number 12 on your own. And if you have any questions, come to school tomorrow to ask them. And then we're going to do number 13. And I will be looking for your work for number 12 when I grade your notes tomorrow. So if you don't have it, I will take points off. So number 13 says, write the ratio of the area of the circle to the area of the square in simplest form. So ratio remembers division. So it says the area of the circle divided by the area of the square. So we're going to have the area of the circle, and we're going to divide that by the area of the square. So how do you find area of a circle? Well, it's pi r squared, and the area of a square is, you could do length times width, or you could do s squared. However you want to do it. You can do length times width or s squared. So now, if we look here, we see that half of this is r. So if we want the whole thing, we're going to take r and multiply it by 2. So that whole thing is going to give me 2r. So that is the side of the square. Well, we already know that this little part, the radius is r, so we don't have to mess with the top part. So we're just going to have pi r squared. And the bottom one, we're going to have 2r, because that's the side, squared. Now remember, we have to put a 1 on here and distribute. And I'm going to go up here to the top part. And so I'll have pi r squared, and then divided by 2 squared, r squared. And then I have to simplify. So I'm going to take pi r squared, because the top I'm not messing with. And then 2 squared is going to give me 4r squared. Now, can I go any further down? Yes, I can, because remember, r squared divided by r squared is going to cancel each other out, and I'm just left with pi divided by 4. So my answer is pi divided by 4. So that would be the ratio of the circle to the square. Okay? Make sure that you make any notes that you have over this to ask us questions tomorrow. Also, I'm going to be looking for number 12 on your notes. If you have not attempted it, then I will deduct points from that. Okay? Have a great night, and see you tomorrow.